Hello, everybody. It's afternoon, or in my world, it's actually it's almost night because the sun, excuse me, the sun has gone down and it's going to be night soon. So I lit a candle and I think I'm a little bit allergic. I'm a little bit allergic because I don't know what it's emitting, but it's making me sneeze. Anyway, so what is Megan up to? So late last year, just before Christmas, I think it was, the Duchess of Sussex did this coffee advert for a coffee slash matcha company called Clever Blends. And apparently, since her investment, the company has seen unprecedented sales apparently. And she's been really good for business, and she's been great for the brand. And she did this commercial last year which was critiqued harshly in some circles, and so why do I bring this up now? I bring this up now because, again, with her recent sightings in Los Angeles, with her dressmaker, her bridal dressmaker. What was the woman's name? Wait Keller, Ms. Wait Keller, Claire Wait Keller, I think her name is, her dressmaker, the former artistic director of Givenchy, who had a write up in one of the papers today. I don't recall which one it was. Maybe it was the Daily Mail, maybe it was the Times. I don't remember. But they did this write up about her, so she's now becoming, um, uh, you know, a bold faced name, if you will, in these circles. And so I was thinking about that because she met with her, then she met with Oprah's former producer, top boss for Oprah's Harpo Studios. And so there has been all of these predictions about what that all means. I don't think, but correct me if I'm wrong, that I predicted anything specific. I mean, I did say that I believe she is up to some other new entrepreneurial thing. She strikes me as being in her entrepreneurial phase. She strikes me as being very comfortable with where she is in her life right now. She understands the game. She knows that no matter what she does, for some people it's never going to be right, and for others they're going to just love it, right? So she knows that there's no in between of sort of you sort of like her or you sort of don't. It's either you really like her or you really don't. I think she's accepted that. I think that was very stressful for her. This is my personal opinion. I don't know this for a fact, but I think it was very stressful for her because I don't think she has ever in her life really had to deal with, well, maybe not. I mean, it seems like, in her family there were some issues there. But to deal with so much jealousy and hatred at the same time to this extent, I suspect it's her first. And it took her a minute to acclimate to it, to understand it, to wrap her brain around it, and then to figure out how she would move in it in order to continue to do what she needs to do and preserve herself while at the same time staying safe and sane and so on and so forth. I think she's rounding that corner now, and she's ready to embrace the next phase of this journey that she decided to take up, when she was formed 40 something years ago. She I believe that we take up these these paths, before we're formed, to our detriment sometimes. But in her case, I think that she really she came out here to be big, and that was going to happen one way or another. And so I think that the next step for her is more entrepreneurship, more entrepreneurial endeavors, whether she invests in something else like she did with Clever Blends, or whether she creates something of her own from scratch, like a clothing line, like a mid range clothing line with accessories and, a capsule. I mean, I don't know what she possibly would call it. I'm sure she'll come up with something very interesting, because that meeting with Keller, with Wait Keller, was very interesting. That's going to be about fashion, obviously. It's going to be about fashion and maybe wedding dresses, Meghan Markle weddings. No, not Meghan Markle. Meghan Sussex or Meghan Duchess. I don't think she can say Meghan Duchess of Sussex weddings. Meghan weddings, maybe, or Meghan weddings. I don't know, or some other name completely. I don't know. But she's going to do something with Claire Wait Heller. And she's also doing other things, obviously, with Netflix, and that meeting with Oprah's exec is also very telling, because you don't get a meeting with Oprah's exec that easily, so that's also very, very interesting. I think the gamut is, you know, the possibilities run the gamut of what possibly she will do next and what she will invest in next, because I don't think anybody anticipated that she would invest in Clever Blends, for example. And she did, so will she be investing in similar types of products, or will she diversify her portfolio a bit more? I mean, time will tell. But I think either way she goes, there will be a polar reaction. Some people will love it, and others will find a way to, you know, to try to tear it apart. But this is a survivor. I mean, this is a winner. She doesn't. I mean, what she has been through in terms of all this stress, and she's not lying in a hospital, tells me everything that I need to know about this girl. I don't have to worry about this girl. I just have to watch and learn from this girl, right? Because she's very strong, she's very capable, she knows what she's doing, and yeah, she's not going anywhere. They're not going to run her out of, you know, her life. I mean, okay, they may say, well, we ran her out of England. No, I mean, she voluntarily left, right? Because she felt she could have a better life elsewhere. First of all, the weather is better. The weather is better. There are more sunny days. I mean, when you listen to all these British YouTubers, some of whom I actually like a lot, they all complain about the weather every single day. The weather is horrible. The weather is horrible. I mean, I've been to London a couple of times. It always rains. I love rain, but not every single day when I'm trying to go sightseeing, you know? So the California weather is much better where she is. Freedom is better, privacy is better, where not having to answer to anybody is better. And this curtsying and who curtsies to who, I mean, what was that? It was like they weaponized the curtsy. All these centuries the curtsy was just this routine little thing people did. And then when Megan came, they tried to turn it into some kind of a way to humiliate her. Oh, you have to curtsy to Kate. Get over it, everyone. And she was just like, what are you all smoking? What are you all smoking, right? That's not happening. That's not who I am, right? I am a seed. And wherever I plant myself is where I grow into a green, beautiful tree, okay, that cannot be taken down by y'all as easily as y'all think you can, okay, if at all. And anyway, I digress. I digress, but it's just to say that after Clevr blends, I just wonder what is Meghan's next entrepreneurial move. So, yeah,